What if I told you some of your biggest struggles today were formed in moments you barely remember? Not in dramatic events, but in small moments no one noticed. The time you were told, "Stop crying. Be strong. Good kids don't get angry." Carl Jung believed childhood trauma doesn't disappear. It hides in your relationships, your fears, your silence. And the most dangerous trauma is the one you think didn't affect you. Chapter 1. Trauma that doesn't look like trauma. When we hear the word trauma, we imagine abuse, violence, or tragedy. But Carl Jung saw trauma differently. He believed trauma is not what happened to you, but what you were forced to suppress. Maybe no one hugged you when you needed it. Maybe you learned early that love was conditional. That approval had to be earned. So you adapted. You became easy, quiet, strong, and everyone praised you for it. But inside, something was buried. Jung called this buried part the shadow. Chapter 2. The shadow child. The shadow isn't evil. It's wounded. It's the child who wasn't allowed to feel anger. The child who learned that sadness makes people leave. The child who realized being yourself was unsafe. So you locked those feelings away. But Jung warned us, whatever we do not face within ourselves will appear in our lives as fate. That's why you overreact to small things. Why you feel empty, even when life looks fine. Why you don't know why you're unhappy. It's not adulthood that's broken. It's the child still waiting to be seen. Chapter 3. How ignored trauma shows up today. Ignored childhood trauma doesn't scream. It whispers. It shows up as people-pleasing, fear of abandonment, emotional numbness, attracting emotionally unavailable partners, feeling guilty for resting, feeling unsafe when things are calm. Jung believed the psyche remembers what the mind tries to forget. That's why your body tenses for no reason. Why silence feels uncomfortable. Why you feel anxious when someone gets close. You're not weak. You're protecting a younger version of yourself. But Jung didn't believe trauma was a life sentence. Chapter 4. Making the unconscious conscious. Carl Jung said, "Until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life and you will call it fate." Healing doesn't mean blaming your parents. It means meeting the child you abandoned to survive. Asking, what did I learn about love? What emotions was I not allowed to express? Who did I become to feel safe? This is called individuation. Becoming whole by reclaiming lost parts of yourself. Not fixing yourself. Remembering yourself. Chapter 5. A quiet ending. Somewhere inside you is a child who adapted brilliantly, who survived by staying silent, by staying small, by staying invisible, and maybe they're tired. Carl Jung believed healing begins the moment you stop running from that child and finally say, "I see you. You didn't imagine the pain. You were never too much." If this video felt personal, it's because your unconscious was listening, and it remembers everything.